Hi there, it's Heather, home of Lightworker Psychic Readings and Energy Healing out of Peterborough, Ontario. And I've been doing these little mini videos in answer to some questions that some of my clients have been asking, mostly around the types of readings that I do. But today I'm going to talk a little bit about Reiki Grids. We are unfortunately still in COVID, and so I'm getting a lot of questions, are you open yet for doing Reiki and energy healing? However, I think a video like this would be helpful at any time because some of these services I offer at all times, including right now. So Reiki and energy healing, of course, during COVID, no, I'm very sorry. I'm not doing it in person. I work from home usually, and so I'm not opening up my home during this time. But what I am continuing to offer is adding your name to a Reiki grid. So what is Reiki? Reiki is a Japanese energy healing modality. It was, I can't say discovered by Dr. Usui, but certainly he was somebody who paid attention to it. He had a realization around it and decided to name it and do something with it. So Dr. Usui was a Japanese doctor back in the 1920s. He was very spiritual, but also believed in the sciences, hence became a doctor. And he really wanted to help people. But his ideas around, what is spirituality and what is medicine, these kinds of things, he wanted to figure out how they could come together and not be two separate things. So he was a little confused about some of this. And from what I understand, if I'm remembering the story correctly, he decided to do a kind of, a time where he would, a retreat, perhaps you might call it. So he went up the mountain, and somewhere along the way, I can't remember if it was going up or coming down, he stubbed his toe and hurt himself. And his very first instinct, of course, was to put his hand to where his pain was. As we all do. It's a very normal human instinct. And what he noticed was the pain dissipated. And through this discovery, he became aware that the idea of spirituality can meet the physical. So you can always look up more about Reiki and its history. There are a lot of good books out there. I would recommend just simply Googling the history of Reiki and see what you come up with. What I do want to talk about today is Reiki Grids. So with a Reiki grid, of course, there's more to it than this. I'm going to simplify for today just simply so that I can answer questions for my clients. Basically, the idea is it's very similar to prayer work. You use a Reiki grid, you write down the names or place your intentions, and you place those people or the needs of the world with your Reiki grid. So a Reiki grid is often made up of crystals and laid out in a pattern. And basically it's like prayer work. You are sending positive energy out to the universe and the universe responds. So now some people have had very miraculous types of responses. Others are maybe a little bit more moderate, and some are very gentle. So you can get a wide range of different responses from using a Reiki grid. It's not for everyone. Not everybody believes in this type of thing, of course. I would say only say yes to adding your name if you are comfortable with the idea of prayer work or long distance healing. If you are wanting to learn about how to use a Reiki grid, again, I would recommend looking it up. Generally, you don't use a Reiki grid unless you actually have Reiki training. So if you are, if you have a Reiki master, they should be able to share their ideas and ideals around using a Reiki grid. I would seek out your Reiki master first, information from them before you Google it. If you are already trained and you already have the ability to use a Reiki grid, there are countless ways of doing a Reiki grid, and I would say have fun either coming up with your own, or you can Google different ways to do it and see other people's ideas, and you might become inspired. So yes, during this time of worldwide changes, that's all I'm offering right now. And of course, I don't charge for that. It's like prayer work. I'm happy to do that It's the very least I can do. So if you ever want your name added to my Reiki grid, whether it's right now or anytime in the future, even once things open up, I will continue to use my Reiki grid. I'm always happy to add your name and wish you the best. So that's it for this video. I'm trying to keep these ones short. If you ever have any questions, you are welcome to either call me or email me, or there is a contact page on my website. Okay, so I will leave it here for today, and I wish you all the best. Reiki blessings to you. And again, Heather Home at Lightworkers Psychic Readings and Energy Healing out of Peterborough, Ontario. If you're watching this on YouTube, I guess I'm supposed to say, please like and subscribe. Okay, take care.